Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Yeah, he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A huge play there for Denver. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. Now on 2nd and 13. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Rodgers with a keeper, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. These two teams all tied after one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Room here to run. Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Levante Bellamy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. Here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's Hill, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 24, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. Dancing to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Rodgers. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Bellamy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. This is the tight end fan.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Bellamy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability. To fit that one in, I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man there. That's Bellamy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Bellamy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Broncos! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Rodgers, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Chris Jones on the stop. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Levante Bellamy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Rodgers looking to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one